Hey everybody, this is Becky Gorga. I'm an independent Scentsy star consultant, and today we're just going to be talking about follow-up. What is follow-up? The best way to do it? Why do we do it? That kind of stuff. Um, Pretty basic stuff, but sometimes necessary to go over with our newer consultants. Sometimes our sponsors forget to go over it. Sometimes it's good just to have a refresher. So we're just gonna kind of touch base on all things. Well, not all things, but the basic behind follow-up. So what is follow-up? Something I'm going to be doing is sharing my screen on the workstation so you can see the different resources in the training center that Scentsy has for us. But basically what follow-up is exactly what the word says. I mean, it's after your customer orders, it's you following up with them, checking in with them, making sure that they received their order, making sure that they're happy with their order, and later on checking in to see if they're ready to reorder, if they've used up their wax, their pods, their consumable products, and check in to see if they're needing to order more. Okay, so there's a lot of different systems out there. Everyone tends to kind of take bits and pieces and form their own follow-up system. But there seems to be a general consensus about how often to follow up. Okay. So immediately after your customer orders, you want to send them a thank you. That's your first point of contact. Okay. You want to reach out. Hey, thank you so much for your order. Really appreciate you supporting my business. I'm going to be in contact with you again once I know your order has shipped or I see that your order has been delivered, just to check in and make sure everything's okay. You can see that information from your workstation on your order history. You can go into each individual order, whether you put it in through your workstation or your customer orders through your website. You can check the status of their order, if it's been posted, if it's been shipped. If it's been shipped, you get the tracking link, and then you can use that tracking link to see when it's been delivered. Okay. You can do that follow-up a couple different ways. You can text them, you could call them, you can email them, you can send them a postcard in the mail. You could do a combination of all of those things. But you want to touch base with your customer. You want to give it that personal touch and say, hey, this means a lot to me. Let them know that every single order, no matter how big or small, really, really, truly matters to us. Okay. And so let's just back up for a second and we're going to talk about why, what's the importance of follow-up. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and I'm going to show you some of the resources that we have on our workstation. Okay. So right here, you can see I'm at my dashboard, right? Or I'm in my training center. I've already gone to my dashboard and I've already clicked training and here I am in my training center. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since Scentsy has updated our system for us, and it's been such a blessing since they've updated it and made it a smart search, right? So I'm just going to type in follow-up. Okay. I hit enter and we're going to have to do a little bit of searching. Okay. Hopefully we can get all through this before my dog bugs me to go outside. Okay, so now we're starting to see some of our follow-up things, right? Follow-up to build relationships, fearless follow-up. This is a video training. I highly recommend anytime that there's a video, that means that there's been training done either by our staff at HQ, our support, or by leadership within our the Scentsy consultants. Okay. Let's see if we can, there's a couple more. Here's the customer follow-up, the 113 system, and we'll touch base on that in a minute. Creating a follow-up system. And I know there's one more, all these FAQs. Okay, we'll find it later, but there's one that's about the binder system. Let's see. I want to go to, let's see. Let's find that first one about build a relationship. Okay. So this is the whole point of follow-up, right? We're starting to build that relationship with our customer, especially if they're a first-time customer that we haven't met in person. Like if they randomly found us online through the consultant search, we definitely want to touch base and start to build that relationship because we are all about relationships. So it's almost all of them. They're just PDF files, okay? So you can print them out, or you can download them, or you can read them right here on your dashboard, okay, on your workstation. Let me see. Okay, so right here it says keep notes. So whether you use the binder system, whether you have you track them on a spreadsheet online or on your desktop, or however you do this, you're going to want to have a notes section, even if you do it in your phone. One really cool thing is that in our contacts now, I believe we have a notes section, and we're going to jog over here real quick. And I believe that there's, yeah, see an area where we can keep notes here. Okay. And this is so awesome because this is new. And I think that this was maybe an integration from a program that we used to have. But here's a place that you can enter notes right here. So you can keep track whenever you want to contact your customer. Scentsy is trying to streamline it for us, right? They're trying to make it easy so we can keep all that information in one place on our workstation, which is wonderful. So we don't have to have extra binders or apps on our phone or systems or all that. We can keep it all in one place. So that's really awesome. But start to get to know your customer. If you want to keep track of their birthdays in your calendar, or you could even create a Google Calendar that's just customer birthdays, right? You can do that, or you can add it to your Scentsy calendar, whatever. Okay. See in here and use Google Sheets, which you can do online, right? Okay. My dog's got my slipper. Frankie, stop. Okay. Now let's give me 2 seconds, y'all. You want a treat? Good boy. Don't eat shoes. Okay, silly dogs. Okay, so let's scroll down a little bit more. And I'm not going to show you every single thing, okay? Because you can go into your workstation yourself and see these things, right? But here we have the 113 system, which is a twist on, you might have heard the 222 system. And what that is every 2 days, every 2 weeks, every 2 months, right? Your points of contact. So what that's going to be mean is, and right here you're going to follow up 1 week, 1 month, and 3 months after a customer places an order. And by that way, you're building that contact. Like I said, you're going to be asking them, hey, I just wanted to see if you received your order and make sure that when you got it, everything was the way it was supposed to be. Nothing broken, you got the right smells, all of that stuff. And that, number one, is showing your customer that you care enough that you want to make sure they got it okay. Not just, oh, well, thanks for your order and have a nice day, right? Like we actually want to make sure that that order is what they wanted. Okay, and then after 1 month, we're going to check in and we're going to make sure that they're still enjoying the product, right? How's that scent working out for you? How's that warmer? Is it working in the room that you have it in? Is it, is it staying lit? Is the wax melting the way it's supposed to, right? You're going to ask the questions that they don't think to ask, right? And then after 3 months, you're going to follow up because that's about the length of time. Listen, these are the experts have figured this out. That's approximately the length of time when a customer is going to be ready to order again. Okay. And it's better for us to follow up with them than them to say, oh, I need to order this. And then, of course, they're going to forget, right? Because it's probably not a priority for them. But if we follow up with them and just say, hey, I just wanted to make sure everything's going okay. Wanted to reach out, see if maybe you're running low on wax or pods, see if you're ready to reorder. I'm placing a bulk order. Wanted to see if you wanted to add anything. Okay. Again, we're adding that extra step of service for them. That's what it's all about, is serving your customers. Okay. So this just talks about the 113. Okay. And it shows here there's different ways to organize. Okay. to be ordered, ordered. So like if your customers are placing their orders with you and you're doing the order forms, or you've had an in-home party or an event and you got to place these orders, right? So if their customers ordering online, you can pretty much skip steps 1 through 3, right? And then you're going to do 4, 5, 6. You need to have a way to track how you're following up, okay? Whether it's how you're following up, okay? If it's phone calls, email, social media, whatever. And then again, it said, are you going to have a binder? Are you going to have electronic system to organize? What is going to be your system for keeping track of when you follow up with that customer? Okay. Again, we used to have an amazing program that helped us with the follow-up and reminded us to follow up. And unfortunately, that program went away. But I think Scentsy is trying to integrate that system into our workstation. But until then, create notes, create reminders on your phone, have an actual binder, which I'll show you guys. That is an option. One of the trainings here too is to have a binder system where you have like different folders to keep track of what customers ordered when, right? And you can actually fill out order forms or have a piece of paper for each customer to track their orders. And then again, right here in this box, it shows you there's the 222 system as opposed to the 113. Okay. So now we're going to back up again and see if we can find that binder system. Actually, let me see. Because it wasn't in this list. There it is. See, I love this search bar using the binder system. And we can see right here, it's fairly new. It's updated information. So it's not like from 5 years ago, right? It's just from last summer. So using the binder system, as opposed to like an electronic system, this is where you're going to have a hardback, hard copy folder. You can use a big full-size binder. They have these little mini binders. And then use paper, right? And then you can put little folders in them. And then again, it's talking about when should you follow up, right? And then creating a binder. Okay. And this kind of teaches you if you're going to use a binder. Okay. Well, I want to use a binder, but how am I going to organize it? Right. This shows you, here's what you can do. This is right here, what you do, whether it's, having a sheet of paper, having an order form, using note cards, even like in little index cards. And then you can just move, you can hole punch them or stick them in pockets or whatever, and just move them as you go through them. Okay. The only thing that you need to remember is if you choose to do whichever follow-up system you use, right? You need to stay consistent with it. I got into some trouble last year. Well, I wasn't in trouble except for with myself, right? I kind of dropped the ball with following up with my customers. So this is going to be my focus this year, is making sure that I'm doing the things, I'm following up, I'm touching base with them on a regular basis, right? I'm going to be doing bulk orders. I'm going to be making sure my customers know when I'm doing bulk orders. And then I'm going to be doing my follow-up. I'm going to be sending my thank yous. I'm going to be touching base a week after. Hey, just wanted to make sure everything's good, right? Touching base, a couple months later. Hey, I'm placing another order. I wanted to see if you needed anything, see if you're running out. Here's the specials we have going on right now. Okay. That's on me. That's my focus this year. So whatever you do, whichever system you use, and everybody should have some kind of system, make sure that you stay consistent with it, right? You want to be consistent. You want to continue to touch base with your customers, because that is what sets us apart from big box stores. It's what sets us apart from maybe consultants who don't touch base, okay? Or from other companies that are just all about the sale, right? We are not about just getting the sale. We're about building relationships, and we're not selling products. We're sharing products that we love, okay? So figure out a system, figure out what's going to work best for you. And there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube, here on the training center, about different follow-up systems. Here, let me stop sharing my screen now. Okay. But just start searching follow up. Okay. Follow up systems. And you'll eventually find something that you like that might work for you. Like I know many of you probably know Jackie Duran, the Jackie Duran, and I'm pretty sure Jackie uses a digital system for keeping track. She does pretty much everything on her iPad. So if you're into digitally, keeping track of stuff online, check Jackie's YouTube channel and see if she's got a video in there, right? If you like the hard copy paper system, like the binder system, go back to the workstation, check out this binder system. Go, go to YouTube and search follow up binder systems because I know you're going to find something there. I'm pretty sure you could go to Tracy DeMario's group page, Scented Bliss. I'm pretty sure she's got a video on there somewhere from one of her leaders about using the binder system. Okay. If you have any questions about how to follow up, the different kinds of systems, things like that, go ahead and reach out to me. You can text me, message me, and drop something in the comments. And if I can't answer your question, I'll make sure to find an answer for you or direct you in the right way. Okay. Thanks so much for listening in and have a great day.